Hey guys, welcome to Big Kitty's Corner. So today we are going to be talking about Palworld. Let's get straight into it. Straight off, I just want to say this game is good. I am now just about 100 hours on Steam, and honestly, I quite like it. I've been saying if Pokemon, Rust, Ark Survival Evolved, and Zelda Breath of the Wild had a child, this is it. The game is certainly worth the $30 they're asking. There is a lot of bugs, but honestly, none of them are too egregious. I wouldn't consider the game not playable in any way. Moving on, we're going to talk about some controversy with the game. Now, there's a lot of things that feel like they were taken from other games. However, to me, it feels almost like a parody. I quite enjoy the mixed concept, and it feels like it's unique enough. I know that there are plenty of people on the internet that want to take up arms, but it's a good game with some goofy mechanics, and while the inspiration might be a lot, it still feels like its own game. Time to get into the weeds. The game mechanics are great. Again, while a little buggy, all the ideas are there. I played on a couple servers and actually ran one myself and hadn't had too many issues. Palworld itself has a simple leveling system that requires you to do some work, but doesn't feel like it takes too much of your time. I really like unlocking better structures as you level, and the feel of progression is in a decent place. Catching pals is super fun. You get a bonus for the first 10 of a pal you catch. I like being rewarded just for going out and catching a ton of things. Exploring is also great. I feel like I find a chest or an item on the ground everywhere I look. It really makes the game feel like there's a lot of content. Moving on to the stability, the game, even on a solid server, is pretty jumpy. So be prepared to miss a few throws, shots, and honestly my least favorite bug, pals attacking you while they're inside of a pal sphere. I have died quite a few times to that. I have caught, at this point, most of the pals in this game. I have defeated most of the alpha bosses on the map, beaten about half the tower bosses on my own. However, I do look forward to there being possibly more pal owners that have pals themselves, not just players and tower bosses. Lastly, being at level 45 to me feels like things have slowed down a lot. My options for what to catch for a good experience has dwindled quite a bit. I've had to sell probably 200 plus pals to the black market trader just to make space. I think moving forward, I'm just going to finish the pal decks and the last couple bosses and then move into doing some PvP on another server. Moving into running a server yourself. At the time of recording, there is a memory leak, but if you're rocking like 6 to 7 person server, about 20 gigs of RAM is about the highest peak I have seen personally. Although this is remedied by just turning it on and off again, so really not that big of a deal. On to playing with friends. I have played on a few servers with friends, and I have gotten various degrees of progress, my main being at level 45. In that save, I am in a guild of just myself. However, I prefer the game playing in a guild with friends. There's a couple of benefits to this, first being a bug with pals eating while you are offline. Currently, I have found that if you are offline somewhere between 24 to 48 hours, your pals will be starving and depressed when you return. It is something to do with them not being rendered while you're offline, that they really just don't eat. However, if you have friends that log in at various times in your guild, it isn't an issue since you share a base. Also, sharing the building progress and resource gathering is super helpful. I believe this game in a PvP setting will be super fun with various guilds around on the server. I do look forward to the PAL arena that they are currently working on. In conclusion, the game is great. Pocket Pair seems to have a good look on adding some more content in the future, and I would say if you haven't had a chance to play and you have a group of friends looking to get into the game, go for it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Comment down below on what you think of the game if you have played it. Also comment what you think about the controversy and where you think this is going. Thank you again so much for watching, and this is Big Kitty signing out.